Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we are here for week number 8 of the IBA. I know it's been a while. This is going to be our first video of this little IBA marathon that we're gonna have going on here. We should have like weeks 8 through 11 and maybe even 12 uploaded throughout this week, and then you guys can see if we made playoffs from there. We're gonna be using this layout temporarily. I know it doesn't show all the mons, but you guys can see that on the screen. And if we do end up making playoffs, then we will definitely switch back to the other layout for that. But either way, I hope you guys are going to enjoy these IBA uploads. If you guys are new, definitely be sure to subscribe, or at least consider subscribing if you guys want to see whether or not we made playoffs. But this is our week 8, and we ended up going up against Omega Jolteon, coach of the Chicago Carracostas. He ended up replacing someone else. I forget who, but when we look at the matchup right here, Mienshao completely rips through his team. The only thing that's really stopping it is the Heracross. Unfortunately, we do not tech the Aerial Ace this week, so... But other than that, we can high jump kick this, poison jab this, high jump kick this, high jump kick, and then high jump kick. So rocks are super intricate in this match, and that's really the game plan right here. Everything else is just support. We have a really tough time with Snorlax. The only thing that can break through it is Mienshao. So if that thing starts cursing up, or if it has Protect or anything, that could be really bad. But let's go ahead and get right into this match right now. I end up leading off with my Fortress, just prioritizing the rocks, and I think as you're going to see, he taunts me here, but I did have the Mental Herb, so I am able to get up my rocks right here. And this next turn, he's going to defog, but I'm spamming rocks right now. And now right here, this was kind of a 50-50. I can Volt Switch on his attack, or I can get up a rocks again, but if he attacks me with Flamethrower, he will 2-hit KO me, which sucks because I would love to keep my Fortress alive and still have rocks up, but I decided to play it safe right here and just go out for the rocks, as unfortunately he ends up flamethrowing me. So that sucks because I'm going to lose my Fortress here for no reason. He's going to defog and trying to see if I want to choke and knock over rocks, but I end up getting rocks in exchange for my Fortress. Now he can't safely defog on my Kyurem because if I am Specs or Life Orb or Expert Belt, I do KO him here with the Earth Power. We are max special attack, and I am Expert Belt, so he has to switch out. He ends up going out into his Jirachi, which takes absolutely nothing from this Earth Power. That was an Expert Belt max special attack set, so clearly a Spadef variant of Jirachi here. It probably has a rocks of its own, maybe U-turn, healing with support kind of thing, but I'm going to switch out here, not wanting to take any Psychics or Iron Heads. I think this goes right for the Protect, and now what I can do is go ahead and knock something off. Unfortunately, since my Fortress is dead, I'm not going to be able to get up rocks again, and he's going to be able to get up free defog right here, because there's no way I'm letting my Aggrons take damage, as it is a great response to the Heracross. But he's going to switch out into his Snorlax here on that Earth Power, and like I said, we have a really tough time against Snorlax. I can't really even switch into it, other than with my Aggrons, which I'm going to go directly into right now. As he pulls a decent double, not really sure what the purpose of it was, but here, this is a big turning point. He ends up going for the Substitute on my Wisp. It was kind of obvious, but I figured I really had to try to get that Willow Spouse right there, and that's going to set us back quite a lot, because he's going to reveal the Sub-Toxic set, so probably Sub-Toxic 2 attacks, maybe Pin Whistle and Rock Blast, or Close Combat. He ends up going right for the Pin Missile right there, and that's going to slowly work away at us with the Poison and the Skill Link, but I can go break his sub right here with the Shadow Ball, but unfortunately I can't continuously break them. But fortunately, as you guys are going to see, I end up going right for the Shadow Ball again, and we're going to live this Pin Missile right here, and I believe we break his sub, and then we die to Poison. So luckily we're not dealing with the Heracross behind a sub. With our next mon, we can just bring in anything that wants to Revenge Kill it. And I believe I had Mienshao as my mon of choice for that. I was kind of hard bluffing the, well, actually no I wasn't, because I had the Continental Crush, which would have KO'd the Heracross, but he's going to bring out the Heracross again right here. After he saw that my main way to KO that thing was Continental Crush, there was really no reason to expect the Aerial Ace, and right here I have no switch-ins for a close combat whatsoever. For Alligator will get outsped by base 85 Heracross, so that kind of sucks. So I'm pretty much forced to go for a high jump kick crit right here, and I really need this crit, because if we don't, we're going to have a really hard time with the Snorlax. So we're not going to crit, unfortunately, and he's going to go right here for the close combat and just blow us back completely. But it's not over. We still do have a chance with our for Alligator right here, as I can just Aqua Jet and knock that thing out. But right now Primarina is looking like a really big problem right too. And it's going to come out right here, and as we can see, it's probably a physical defensive variant based on that damage. He ends up critting me. It wasn't going to end up mattering in the long run, and I just bring in my Heliolisk here to threaten him out. And once again, we get a 50-50 wrong, me playing it way too safe. I played really safe throughout this match, going for the Will-O-Wisp on the obvious substitute, and just going for the Stealth Rocks at the beginning instead of Volt switching on the Flamethrower, and now I go for Thunderbolt on a pretty obvious Mamoswine switch, so I'm forced to switch out here, obviously, into my Kyurem to go for the Superpower. Kind of covered both options if I just wanted to sack off Heliolisk or go Kyurem, but he reveals to be Scarf Mamoswine, so that's going to officially lock up the game in his favor. He can easily just go Snorlax here and 1v1 me, which is exactly what he decides to do. I am Scarfed into Surf right now, and Surf is not going to be doing anything to this, and he can just body slam me, return me, whatever he wants to do. That does a lot, and that's going to be that. So, unfortunately, we are going to take a loss for week number 8. By the way, I didn't mention this at the beginning, but the reason you didn't see a week 7 upload from me is because my week 7 opponent normally forfeited, and normally what I would do is I would have a friend play for me with his roster. We would still get the win, but I figured since we're so far behind, you guys just wanted to see the rest of the season, and we would just wrap up the season right here anyway. So we're going to take a loss against OPJellicent right there, putting us down at, I believe, 5-3, because with the forfeit win, we would be 5-2, and yeah, now we're 5-3. So we really need to try to get at least 6 or 7 wins to secure our playoff spot, but I'm really shooting for 8 because 8-4 sounds like a really great way to end off the season, and that would be a really great run. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I know we got pretty beat down, but hopefully we can come back next week against Easy Bake. I say next week, but that's probably going to be up like tomorrow. So we're going to have that, and yeah, if you guys are new, definitely be sure to subscribe. Be sure to check out OPJellicent as well. I forgot to mention that at the beginning too, and I will see you guys for the next match. Bye.